Prophetic business people have always existed. You can be gifted in spiritual things and still be a successful business person. You have to understand that you don't have to be polarized. You don't have to be all ministry or all business all the time because you are a whole person. So, over the next few days, I'm going to go over examples of prophetic business people. And the first one that I'm going to speak about is Joseph. So, Joseph was an economic strategist, he was a crisis manager. You can read about him in Genesis 41. His role was he was an advisor to Pharaoh, and he ended up becoming a distribution manager. Now, recall when he interpreted dreams. He spoke about 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine. He created an economic strategy that saved nations. So he was someone who literally heard God's voice and was able to do things that was not just considered ministry within a synagogue or a church or some kind of religious institution. It was something that benefited nations. So he was placed in a leadership position, not just because of his skills, because of his ability also to be able to hear God's voice. So Joseph is an example of a prophetic economic architect. So I want you to understand that in business, you can use your spiritual gifting in business. It was something that I used to speak about openly with clients before, but then I realized that everybody couldn't handle that, or they would think that, there was something else about me because I would be able to see when clients would be flying in town. I would be able to see when they were happy with the work that I did. I would be able to see when there were things going on in meetings that I wasn't in and what was being spoken about. I was able to see if a client was upset and something was getting ready to dissolve. So, spiritual giftings help you in so many places, not just within a spiritual church, religious institution ministry, but it also is very beneficial in business. So, I'm Radisha, and just prophetically speaking, you can be a business owner and be prophetic at the same time. You just also have to understand when to speak business language and when to be religious and spiritual. Because sometimes there is going to be needed to be a way that you flow in those different spaces appropriately. So I hope that this helped you.